Welcome, Empire fans, to the final podcast of the 2017 season with Coach Rob Woodward. Coach, congratulations again on your undefeated season, state championship, and I know you've probably talked ad nauseum about all the things, so I thought we'd have a little fun with you here tonight. I'm going to do a little word association with me and just let you fly on the go here. What about the name Antonio Salinas? What does that do for you?
Antonio Salinas.
The defensive end.
That'd be number 28, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 28. Now, I'm not great with names. I'm good. I'm better with numbers. Throw a number with me. I can help out a little bit. Wow. Outstanding, fast, speed. Definite reason why he was a first-team All-State player. Coming back, reading some of the articles that I did from the early preseason stuff, he was the guy that was on there. Outstanding player. We've had a number of players on the D-line. We pride ourselves on our D-lineman, and he was definitely somebody that they were very proud of and have reason to be because he's an outstanding player that had a heck of a game in the state championship.
The pursuit of Nick Parsley.
Pursuit of Nick Parsley was the play of the game in my mind, and a lot of things because he came from the backside and hawked down 26 when he was running completely away from him there on a play with one of his 13 tackles. I mean, a D lineman, 13 tackles. They kept running to him, thankfully, but. When he had to, he was making plays on the other side too. With, as you just said, his pursuit, and it was outstanding.
The awareness of your center, Balin Haywood.
We were just discussing the fact that the lanyards they gave us down at the United Methodist Church had a Bible verse on it, 112. I'm forgetting what book it was, but for at this moment, and I hate it, but anyway, at 1:12 on the clock was when that happened, that Balin Haywood jumped in and saved us by recovering that fumble and keeping us still on the field.
The celebration hug with father and son there, Tom.
With my dad,
yeah, Tom Woodward,
and
yourself,
Tombo and Greer being on the field with me was a special moment. It's something that I've dreamed of. I know my dad's dreamed of, getting a chance to go to the state championships and then to win and embrace one another on that. Man, that was something. That's something I'll remember forever.
Coach, what it was such a great moment in Pirate football history. What do you take away from a game like that?
Believe just the fact that never count yourself out, no matter the circumstances, no matter the odds that are stacked against you. Any young person that looks at that game, looks at the whole Pirate team and the adversity they faced, and then look at the individuals. And as you mentioned, our offensive line had a great players across from them. Salinas, as you mentioned. But our guys did the job that they needed to, just enough to give us the time to win the game. So those individual players, odds stacked against them, size of the team, speed of the team, they were definitely bigger than us. I think that we were close in speed, but I think that they definitely had a pretty good bit of speed over there on their side of the ball. Then you look at Trent Sayers and the injury he faced and how the odds were stacked against him in those waning minutes of the game. But to just always believe and always put yourself to trying to reach higher past what you think your limitations are and go out and go after your goals.
Coach, have you taken a breath yet?
I'm trying to. It's never over till the banquet. And I always utter those words because it's become so ingrained in my mind that I can't move on to really anything, my wife will tell you, until I get everything finalized with the year. And there's so many guys to recognize, and there's so many contributions that's been made by by so many players and people, and you're so blessed to be at a place where you have so much help and so much talent as a coach to work with. I love every minute of it, and timing. Jim Tressel talked about timing. The dear Lord placed me in Wheelersburg, Ohio, because he said, here's a guy that definitely has a passion for what he does, and here's a bunch of people who have had a passion ingrained in them for a love of football, and let's put the two of these together and see what happens. And I'm really, really blessed to be here working in Wheelersburg, Ohio, at a game that I love, and man, it's working pretty well.
Coach, it was an amazing season. We thank you for letting us come into your guys' world, your staff, and be a part of it. Are there any final thoughts for this season before we check out, and we'll do it again next year?
Just this is definitely something that'll go down and be talked about for many years to come. And these relationships that we're talking about right now, just like you said, being a part of this. 25 years from now, we'll be reconvening together for a reunion, a state championship reunion. We'll all be talking together again, and we'll be, right back on reliving some of these same things that we're talking about now. But my goal, and somebody asked me, they said, Coach, you've achieved a goal that you set out. What's next? And my next goal is to continue to put together the blueprint, the plan, the process that it takes to go out and pursue a state championship and do that with another set of young people. And I look forward to doing that starting in January. And, I'll be sending some of my newsletters out that I always do. If you would like to have a newsletter from the Wheelersburg football program, please just send me an email at rob.woodward@wheelersburg.net. And Coach Caskey does a great job with our Facebook page, and we're looking to develop a website that I think we're going to have up and going for some things here in the near future as well. So just look to try to communicate with all the fans out there and all the people that want to be a part of Wheelersburg football and continue to embrace the things that we try to teach and hold dear as FBT. Lives on, the fearless, bold, and tough that our players embody.
That's Coach Rob Woodward with his final thoughts of the 2017 season, as he is the Division V head coach champion of Ohio high school football. Thanks, Coach, so much for letting us be a part of Wheelersburg football this year.
Thank you, Gene.